I was just thinking, what does it actually take to be great? And I think there are three main things that you need to achieve whatever you want to achieve greatness, essentially. And those three things, I think, firstly is desire, secondly, consistency, and thirdly, discipline. If you have an ambitious goal, then you need desire. Desire is the driving force that will allow you to reach your ambitions. Properly channeled desire shows itself as creativity. You come up with different ways to achieve your goal. If you don't have desire for a thing, then it's not likely that you're going to put your all into it. You're not going to find different ways to achieve that goal. So the first step to ensuring you actually have a desire is to find a goal that suits you. If you have a goal that's too ambitious, it can kill your desire because you think it's unattainable. If you have a goal that's set very low, then maybe it's not motivating enough for you to even start. Not only does your goal need to be realistic, but I think most importantly, it needs to be specific. If it's just a random goal like, oh, I want to make money, I want to make X amount of money, it's probably not going to speak to you in any sort of way because you're not setting yourself any kind of plan to reach that goal. You need a specific goal so you can create a specific plan. Because if you don't have a specific plan to follow, then you're just going in blindly. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to put your desire. To be great, you need desire. And to have desire, you need a specific goal that you actually want. To help build your desire, you can think about what the goal will bring you. Maybe the goal is achieving a better physique. Think about what changing your appearance will do for you, how it's going to improve your life. That's going to give you more desire to try and achieve that goal. The second thing it takes to be great, I believe, is consistency. You constantly have to do the same work over and over again. And this ties into desire as well. In the book Think and Grow Rich, it talks about desire and consistency and gives an example how two individuals were trying to mine diamonds. They were trying to find diamonds underground. And one had spent a large amount of time, but at the end, he gave up. But the other one, he kept going, consistently doing the same thing and keeping that goal in mind. And eventually he got there. And the other one stopped just short when he was right there. If he had stayed consistent, then he would have achieved his goal. But instead of staying consistent, he decided to try something else. And that's what a lot of people do. They jump from one thing to the next. They don't stick with one thing long enough to actually see it through, to actually let the marginal gains that have been built over time actually show themselves. And that's what consistency is. Gradually gaining ground little by little. And all of this adds up over time. All of this compounds on each other. And over time, you actually see the results. Day by day, you might not see it. Week to week, month to month, you might not see it. But in the long run, over a year, you're very likely to see the results. And I'm going to throw in another thing that I think it takes to be great, adding on to consistency, is patience. If you're not patient in what you do, then you're never going to give yourself long enough to actually see the results. If you're consistent every single day, you just have to be patient. You have to trust that what you're doing is actually going to breed results in the long term. To be consistent, it's important that you set up routines and systems for yourself. Things that you can follow that you know are going to bring you closer to your goal. We can't constantly try different methods and see what works for us. Obviously, we can't do the same thing over and over again if it's not working. That's insanity. But we have to stick with something long enough to actually see the results, to actually see if it succeeds or if it fails. And then we can pivot. So it's about being consistent and patient at the same time. The last thing I think it takes to be great is discipline. Doing what you need to do even when you don't want to. If you only do the things you need to do when you feel like it, it's not likely you're going to be successful because there are other people that are doing the same things and still doing them even when they don't feel like it, even when they feel a bit tired or don't have as much energy or have other things on their mind. They're still doing the work even though they don't feel like it. And that's what's going to take you further because you're putting in more work. If you put in more work over time, you're going to see more results. It links to consistency. Over time, you have to constantly do the same thing over and over again. And some days you won't feel like it. So you have to be disciplined. So it's important we actively try to build our discipline. We try to remove the bad habits, the things that distract us. Completely remove them. Delete social media, all those kinds of things if you need to. If it's going to distract you, then it's not necessary. If it's not going to take you close to your goals, then it doesn't need to be a part of your life. Discipline is about making the better decisions for your future self, not for short-term satisfaction. And when you have a goal, you need to think about the long term. You need to think about what you want to achieve over time, not what you want to achieve right now. So whatever greatness you want to achieve, It all starts with mindset. Mindset is the most important thing that you can have. These things are going to take you as far as you need to go. You're going to get in what you put out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.